Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Valentari of Power-Ups Not Included, and this is the Diablo 3 beta. You'll be joining me on a little bit of a foray into the world of Diablo 3 for the very first time. I am playing as a shirtless, bald, bearded man known as the Monk, a martial arts expert. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason he's not wearing a shirt. I just don't know what it is. This is the town of New Tristram. And I've got my fraps set up to only record when I'm holding down a certain button on my mouse, so hopefully you will not be subjected to a furious amount of clicking. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy. I'll be piping it with some commentary from now and then. This is actually my first playthrough of the game, and I have played about a minute and a half of it, and that was to walk over here and kill two things. You can see I gained like 200 experience, and that was it. And some of these corpses were just already here when I got here, so enjoy as I enjoy.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I seek it.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Oh, I will
Captain
speak with her.
Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back. They keep coming. I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates.
Apparently I unlocked the
slaughtered calf
record
in.
for massacre. I don't know what that means, but okay. Go me, I guess. Anyway, Leah loves talking to, shirtless men, so I'm sure this will be a great,
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
The city appears to be more alive. NPCs are actually talking as I walk by. That's kind of cool.
Zakarum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Hey guys, how's it going? You like hairy men? Guess not.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Well, way to fail, jackass. This apparently is where you go to change the skills that you have. Apparently you can only have 6 active skills and 3 passive ones unlocked or active at any given time. So these little Nephilim altars are apparently where you're going to go to change that.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending the city.
Shut up.
While that bloated...
Clear the way. I wish to pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Please, move your cart.
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
No. You are beyond saving, coward.
And here's the staple of the Diablo series, the stash. Empty. Well, it's actually got some potions in it. Interesting. It was nice of someone to leave some potions in my stash. And this appears to be Leah. Okay.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but Watch out! The wounded are turning!
And I have received my first level. These little heart things, I don't know, they look like little mini potions, but I guess they restore health in the absence of using potions manually if you want. So they're kind of like the red orbs in like Onimushu or whatever.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He
I
can
already
tell you
spoke
what to
to
do.
Captain Rumford at the gate. What the hell, woman? People can't make up their fucking mind who else what the hell. Alright, so I've got a new skill available. I can do stuff. Spirits. That's, I guess I don't have mana. Okay, so Fist of Thunder, which is my left click attack, does damage and increases or generates 6 spirit. And this is a blinding. This is like a crowd control attack. That costs 10 spirit. And this is an evasion attack, which... Okay, these are like buffs. You can only have one active at a time. They last about 3 minutes. Now, some of the text is like green, like the cost, the duration. I'm assuming that means there's either stats or something that change or modify those numbers later on. It's my guess for why they're green. And I'm going to take the mantra of evasion.
"16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?"
And this is Kane's house. I wonder if this is anything of value here. I see a book.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Oh, that's interesting. The last lords of the burning hells. I thought there were only 3, but apparently there are more that we didn't know about, or, you know, me running into a wall. You'll notice some of the items in the game are automatically highlighted. In Diablo 2, you had to hold down the Alt key to highlight items. They are automatically highlighted for you in this game, which is very nice.
I will help you fight the risen dead.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
That will not be my fate.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
"They're attacking the barricades!"
I have permission to hit somebody's mother. This is awesome.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Okay, your standard Diablo loot interface here. I am still shirtless, despite the fact that I just put on a shirt.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead.
Sorry, Deckard, it's not that I'm bored by your history lesson. I just got people I gotta entertain, so I can't just sit around and listen to you talk.
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
So you might have noticed, you get a little history lesson every time you kill a new creature, apparently. I'm assuming that's what triggers it. Those of you paying attention at home will notice that every time I engage enemies, I am using my 3-minute buff again. That's because for the first 3 seconds after I use it, I get an additional 25% chance to dodge. So, it's basically good to spam it whenever you got the spirit, and right now, since I don't have any other attacks that actually use spirit, there's no reason not to use it. The little icon on the map here, it says Musty Cellar. This appears to be like an optional like loot dungeon kind of thing going on here, so we'll check that out in a minute.
Dear reader, I am Abd al-Hazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Kanduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe.
You know, I hate when my tents are ransacked by vicious quill fiends, and you can't believe how often it actually happens. So, alright, let's check out this loot dungeon. So my basic melee attack, I just realized, the third hit deals damage to all enemies in front of me. I was wondering why I had like an AoE attack every now and then. So the third strike is an AoE knockback. And just like in Diablo 2, you can hold shift to stand still and just test out your abilities. So, yeah, it's like a little something there for the attack. It should also be noted you do not actually have to click on items to loot them anymore. I think you do. But, like, you just walk over money, you pick it up. So, that's so good. And this was kind of a disappointing loot dungeon. There were no bosses or anything of that matter. Assuming that's just kind of a random thing. It was a little gold, but, you know, whatever. I think that's going to conclude part 1. Again, this is Valentari for PowerUpsNotIncluded.com. This is the Diablo 3 beta, and I'm probably going to go right into recording part 2, but I'm just going to upload them separately to, you know, kind of keep the video size small. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, stuff.